to Back Issues. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Ben.
Today we're going to discuss Contest of Champions, or rather, Marvel Superhero Contest of Champions.
Is this like a giant, pie-eating contest?
No.
Figure
How
that
many
would be...
comics have you read or heard about in which the contest is some kind of fairgrounds-esque activity?
Okay, but how many times do I wish a contest in a comic was a fairgrounds activity?
I don't know. You want them to have really fat pigs that they're all rated by their girth and color?
Or they have to knock down 3 milk bottles with a single throw?
They gotta clear the platform, though.
Or they have to knock down 3 metal cans with a beanbag, but the cans are always weighted at the bottom, so it never fucking works.
Is that what that is?
Or you have to shoot out... Yeah, oh yeah.
Son of a
scam.
bitch. Well, I know they're all scams.
A scam, yeah, but that's how it
Yeah, apologies to our Carney audience that we've
But you're
outed
all
them.
scammers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole idea
You're
behind
basically redneck versions of the Princess of Nigeria.
I actually would want to see a comic book about that because they could actually win. They could, show the carnies the thing or
Would
two.
it be superhero equivalents, or would it be that they go to a fair?
No, they just go to
and
a
they
fair.
out the carnies.
Yeah, and they just destroy, like Spider-Man just throws a beanbag and just destroys all 3.
every time, and he's just giving the toys away to kids?
Yeah.
I feel like...
They're like, no, how is this happening?
I think everyone knows that they are a scam.
Yeah.
That once you buy a ticket, you're also buying into the fantasy that you could possibly win.
Like the lottery.
Yes. For example, that, which everyone is apparently participating in.
right
So
now,
there's a chance. You actually have more of a chance of winning a carny game than winning
That
the
lottery?
Yes, significantly higher, yes.
So you're saying there's a chance. This book came out in 1982, and it requires me to do a little bit of retconning myself, because back when we did the original Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars from 1984, that for me was the first epic Marvel crossover, crossing over all titles.
Right.
That's not technically accurate. This is the first Marvel crossover, or the first major universe-spanning Marvel crossover.
What are you talking about? I see Cyclops and Wolverine dead center. I figure it's just a big X-Men book.
Yeah, it is not. And it was written by Bill Mantlo with Mark Gruenwald and Stephen Grant, with 2 pencilers, John Romita Jr. and Bob Layton. Celebrated pencilers in their day and in today, actually.
Who's the skull on the back?
That is a mystery that you could
Oh.
solve immediately with any context. Okay, so Contest of Champions is literally the same thing as Secret Wars, but without an action figure deal. Where we take all the toys out of the toy box, we put them in one place, and then say, but instead of making them fight bad guys, they fight each other.
Okay.
So it's almost like the original Civil War.
No, it's
Not.
almost like the basement of Sal's house when he was 4 years old.
Or
Yes.
now. Because my basement is loaded with action figures.
All of
Gathering
you!
of heroes.
Yeah, and by 4, you mean 11.
So, is it a friendly competition then?
Kind of. Okay, so it's a cosmic competition in which the Grandmaster, who played a role in the JLA Avengers event book that we did a while back,
Yeah.
who is a Marvel Cosmic Elder, wants to get his brother, the Collector, back from death. The Collector had just recently been obliterated by Korvac in an epic Avengers book called The Korvac Saga, which we've never done, but maybe we'll do one day. In any case, just know that there was a Marvel elder named the Collector. He is brother of the Grandmaster. He was obliterated and atomized and doesn't exist anymore. The Grandmaster is working with a shrouded, unseen and unknown individual, not unlike Supreme Leader Snoke.
Yeah.
But you can't see their face.
Oh.
And anyway, Grandmaster is like, we will play a contest of champions for the life of my brother, the Collector. And so we've got 2 teams.
For the life of him?
Yeah, well, he wants to... Well, right now, there is no life. And if Grandmaster loses, he will continue to not exist, or at least be dead.
But the shrouded figure will bring the guy back to life if he wins.
If he wins, exactly.
Why would this shrouded figure make that deal? He has
Because...
nothing to gain.
Well...
Unless the shrouded figure is the Collector.
No, it's not. That would be a
No,
fun
it's not.
reveal, but
Yeah.
no.
It's me from the
It's more of there's nothing really to lose.
Wait, is that Grandmaster the guy with the giant blue forehead
Yeah.
and white hair? Mm-hmm. I bet he uses a lot of Brill cream.
So the shrouded figure just does this for no reason.
Yeah, like the event itself, it is totally pointless.
So far, I assume there has to be a big payoff.
Who's this?
That's Shauna the She-Devil.
Ah.
I noticed there's a myriad of colorful
Yeah,
characters.
I'm just like-
You went for the topless broad
Yeah.
in the bikini bottoms.
Yeah.
The leopard print. Bikini
Who's
bottoms.
facing away from the camera?
No,
Yeah.
it's not leopard print. It's actual leopard.
Yeah, it is actually technically a real leopard.
Yeah. Okay. I've just never seen her before.
No.
She
She
know
lives
a little
in
more about her.
I've never seen that butt before.
she lives in the Savage Land and she's
Of
cool.
course she does.
Yeah.
Who's girl Thor here?
That's Valkyrie. She's Girl Thor.
Oh.
It's hilarious, by the way, when Marvel was going to be like, let's make Thor a girl. And I'm like, you did. Like 50 years ago when her name's Valkyrie and you never did anything interesting with her to begin with.
Yeah, but she wasn't literally Thor.
Right.
She didn't have the fucking hammer.
Yeah,
no,
so we couldn't sell the
You couldn't
book.
just have Valkyrie pick up the fucking hammer.
No, although you could have.
I know.
No, only Thor is worthy, so we have to make Thor.
We have to make
Thor.
a new Thor.
Exactly.
Or something.
So, Grandmaster and the Shrouded... It's Death. Death of the Shrouded figure.
Obviously.
That makes sense.
It's Death!
You know what it is? It's the Collector's annoying. And she's like, he has been in my realm for forever.
Right.
Get this guy the fuck out of here.
Right, but I gotta save face, so I'll mask it in this contest.
Right. I can't just let people come back from the dead for no reason.
Yeah.
There's got to be a thing.
Yeah, you gotta go through a gauntlet of bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Okay.
So, Contest of Champions is Grandmaster is like, we'll play a game! Because
to play a game?
he's like Jigsaw. He's like Cosmic Jigsaw. Only instead of ridiculously circuitous murder plots, it's ridiculously circuitous activities.
Fighting each other.
Yes.
Do they punch one another in these contests, or is it like
No, they
you have to
legitimately-
push a heavy object up a hill
No,
faster?
they thankfully do actually fight.
Okay.
And it's not like the stupid DC Marvel... Actually, it's a lot like the stupid DC Marvel story, where they have to be immobilized. In this one, it's...
damn it.
Grandmaster has a team, Death has a team. If Grandmaster's team wins, Collector comes back to life. If Death's team wins, fuck it. I think Earth is destroyed or something.
What?
Oh,
You know-
what the fuck, man?
It's always almost gonna be destroyed.
Well, why wouldn't the heroes just throw the match?
Oh, because they can't. Oh, because they don't know whose team they're on.
they don't know whose team they're on.
Oh,
No.
that's devious.
The heroes are all transported onto a base that is created that's orbiting the Earth. And they all just show up, and they're like, whoa!
Oh, so they were abducted for this.
Yes, they were in the middle of their...
Yeah.
In the beginning, the Avengers were entertaining Beast, who was an Avenger and an X-Man. Originally was an X-Man, then quit the X-Men, joined the Avengers, then he quit that, and
He's just a quitter.
Yeah, he is. Well, he's Hank McCoy is like the worst because I'm a
Just the
mutant.
worst.
I'm a mutant. I have big feet. If only I could get rid of it, and then I could live a normal life. So he
Right.
develops a serum that tries to remove it, and then becomes a furry blue monster.
Yes.
And then he's like, "Oh, if only I could be accepted by humanity." And then he joins the Avengers and he's still not satisfied. Like, he's a tool. Hank McCoy sucks.
Well, wouldn't you be upset if you looked like a beast?
Yeah, if it was my
And there were
fucking
no
fault,
girl
if I
beasts.
asked for that, I mean, first of all, Beast gets total tail. He's totally fine.
What?
No, literally tail.
Literal
Because
tail.
they're all furries.
No, Beast is fine as far as the girls go. But my problem is the fact that he asked to become a blue monster.
Well-
He should have just been happy with what he had.
no,
He
he didn't.
asked to become this?
No, he didn't.
He created a
He screwed
serum.
with himself and he accidentally became a blue monster.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
tried to
expect
fix it.
that to happen.
No, he didn't expect that to
It
happen.
wasn't
but-
like, I want to make myself a blue monster.
No.
Oh, why am I a blue monster? This life's so unfair.
Yes,
Like,
okay, it's
was an
not that
accident.
cut and dry, but it is...
At all.
You messed the ball, okay? You're playing with genetics.
Right. Sometimes there's negative consequences.
That's right.
Well,
Spider-Man...
but nobody knew that back then.
Spider-Man did the exact
they
same
do.
thing in the 60s.
Yeah.
He tried to get rid of his spider powers, and he wound up growing 2 extra arms instead. Which is another, cosmic fuck you.
Why would you try to get rid of powers that are totally hideable?
Oh,
Because
and
he's
never
sick and
need-
tired of having the responsibility.
That's right. He wants to shirk his responsibility and live like a normal person.
He could do that by just not helping.
No,
people.
because
no.
he knows that he has his powers.
Yeah.
He has the power.
With great power
if
comes
you
great
intentionally
responsibility.
take away your power, it's the same thing.
He learns that later when he gets rid of the arms, but he has to go through another learning exercise.
Okay, who the fuck is Shamrock?
Shamrock is but one of many characters that were invented in this event to establish that there are many superheroes from all across the world.
Because I see Captain Britain.
Yes, Captain
Was
Britain.
he also invented for this?
No, he... See, I want you guys to play a little game with me, not unlike the Grandmaster or Jigsaw. I want you, when you see a character you've never seen before, I want you to hazard a guess as to whether they were established in Marvel continuity or created specifically for this event. Okay. Now, you found Shamrock. Unfortunately, she can't participate because I've already established. Shamrock is one of, like, the few characters who was directly established just to show that Ireland has their own superhero. And I think her powers are luck-based. Who gives a shit? We don't see her again.
Well, how many of the characters were created for this?
I think
Ballpark.
like 5 or 6.
Okay, so that's how many we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't just start
find
looking,
them
like,
all.
as we go through the story. So all the superheroes are dropped off, and we see some interactions. Like, we see Moondragon, who's, like, the Avengers psychic, meet Professor X, who's, the X-Men psychic, and you're like, oh, look at that! Spider-Woman and Spider-Man team up for the first time in a long time, and they're like, hey, you're a spider person, I'm a spider person,
Let's get together and make spider babies!
This is fun! That's it. So we have, like, it's 1982, we've established who the major players are in the Marvel Universe. Like the X-Men, they had the Phoenix Saga, and the Spider-Man, he's a huge character too. Got a huge amount of characters that are very popular this time. None of them are used in the Contest of Champions. Grandmaster's team, if I may, by the way, they don't just fight. The plan is they have to collect shards of the Golden Globe of Life, which when assembled will resurrect.
Oh, no, it'll let you get out of the temple without one of the temple guards taking you fully
That's a pendant of life, not a golden globe.
Yeah, this is 3-dimensional. This is way
this is
more
much
impressive.
better. This ought to, like, get you through at least 2 or 3 temple guards.
True. Yeah. By the way, if you ever
Olmec.
played Legend of the Hidden Temple, because it's been long enough where someone out there has probably played the game, has been there, was part of it, do you get to keep any of the pendants or any kind of piece from the show?
I guarantee you don't.
I bet you don't.
They don't even get to keep the piece of the Astro Crag.
No, you get your own custom aggro crag. Or
You get a
Astro
little
crag.
one.
Yeah. No, it's big. It's this big. I've seen pictures of people who like have it in their office.
It's probably one of the producers.
It's a custom made piece. It's not a piece of the crag.
Well, no, they don't get the one that they show lifting up in the show. They don't get that.
No, they don't get that.
Yeah.
That's horseshit, by the way.
That is horseshit.
That is false advertising.
Yeah.
That's like winning the Toys R Us toy shopping spree.
And then you don't get to keep it in the toys.
And then you get a fucking gift certificate.
Yeah.
That is not the same thing. By the way,
It really would not be that hard.
Not how it works.
No, you get those toys.
You get it all, and you ruin your family's life with it.
But it wouldn't be that hard to just keep making pieces of the aggro crag so that each time someone makes it to the top and gets it, that's theirs.
Yes.
Yeah, just make a thing every time. I assume that's what they did. No,
no,
they didn't want to make all those things.
No, but they did have like a custom thing that they rolled out every time.
I see. Is this one of the made-up characters?
Vanguard?
Is Vanguard a made-up character?
No, for this book.
Yes. Vanguard was invented for Contest of Champions. So then we see the teams, and we've got Grandmaster's team and Death's team.
Do they pick them like schoolyard, like
Yes,
princess style?
but they don't know it. But like, think of all the major characters ever, and then you see the teams. Like you got Captain America and Wolverine, but you also have
Talisman?
Talisman,
I'm guessing he's also
and
made up.
Darkstar. Talisman is made up for the event. Yes.
All right, we are 2 for 2.
and Captain Britain and She-Hulk and whatever the hell her name is, I don't remember. An Angel and Iron Fist. Like, it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
Where
by
the
and large,
fuck is Spider-Man?
not in this, and doesn't battle in the Contest of Champions.
That guy's made up, I'm guessing.
Arabian Night. Is Arabian
course.
Night created for Contest of Champions?
I'm saying yes.
I say no.
You are correct. It is not created for Contest of Champions. Arabian Night is an original character. So then the teams just go and they have to go through each other to get basically it's like JLA Avengers, which is also a machination by the Grandmaster, in which they have to get different items of power from each other's universe.
He's all about collecting.
Yeah,
things.
unlike
Kind of like
his brother, the Collector. Yeah. So
Makes sense.
Then the teams, they don't necessarily have to fight.
But they do in trying to get these pieces.
Exactly.
And I guess they're told if you don't get the pieces, the Earth will be destroyed.
Yeah. Well, they're like, if you don't participate,
Right.
you forfeit, and you lose the opportunity to, defend the world.
If you are defending
lame.
the world, which you don't know if you are.
Yes. So then they fight. And they fight for 3 issues. And the fights are...
Are there any highlights?
No.
None. Absolutely none.
Well, you have to give a shit.
Okay, who the fuck is that guy?
That is Defensor.
He's made up for this.
Yes. Defensor, which is Spanish for defender. He is a Spanish conquistador-themed superhero.
Who the crap is that?
That's Sunfire.
Ooh, no, I think Sunfire is someone who...
Is Sunfire?
Sunfire pre-existed, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Sunfire is an X-Man.
Okay,
Yes.
sweet.
I've not missed one.
Yeah.
I
You're
am
2 for 2.
I am down 1.
So
You guess Captain Britain, too.
that's right.
Which is also incorrect.
Yeah, Captain Britain. Long history.
No, I asked if Captain Britain was.
Yeah.
Because Shamrock was, and I knew Captain Britain. I've heard Captain Britain
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
But I'd never heard of Shamrock.
No. By the way, Talisman, who we've already established is created for this event, I don't remember Talisman. Like, from anything. But I do remember the name, and that's because there's another Talisman
Oh.
who's female, who's a member of Alpha Flight. And 1 or 2 members of Alpha Flight are in these battles, and I thought, oh, is Talisman like a predecessor to the other No! It's another Talisman that's male. I don't know.
Well, it's such a good name.
Yeah, how
for
could
a
you...
superhero, Talisman. That they
Yeah.
had to... Well, there's already a Talisman. Never
Who was
mind.
that?
That is Sabra. She is an Israeli superhero.
Made up.
Made up.
No.
Damn
Oh!
Sabra existed.
Okay.
All right.
I saw
Sabra
Sasquatch
has-
in there, too. That's another member of Alpha Flight.
Yes.
So issue 3 is titled Ghost Town Showdown.
Yeah, they fight in an old in Wawa City in that county, New Jersey. Like
Going to Wild West City.
They just fight in a
They,
ghost
they
town.
take them down to Earth to fight?
Yeah, and they empty the town or city that they fight in.
Okay. That's
Wait,
nice
they
of
just-
them.
Why don't they just battle in space? They zap them all
The
there.
spaceship's not big enough.
Yeah, they have to no. Well, because
it's
otherwise
Because
it's
you'll
boring.
break some of my stuff.
It's boring to look at. We got to see him
They
fight
gotta
in like
be in a
they-
crazy set.
Yeah, like we have the open canvas that is comic books. We could have them fight anywhere, like this Arctic tundra, or like this ghost town.
Why don't you have them fight on an alien planet so we don't fuck up our own?
Because they're saving that great idea for Secret Wars. Which, incidentally,
point.
when they made a sequel to Contest of Champions, called Contest of Champions 2, they would use pieces of Battle World,
Oh.
which they called Battle Realm, to fight on.
Okay. Did it look familiar? Were you like, oh yeah, I remember that from Battle World? Or
I
they
didn't-
just use all new landscapes and...
I didn't read Contest of Champions 2.
No? This was that bad.
Yes. Well, it's like, you finally get to see Captain Britain fight Sabra. You finally get to see Daredevil fight Talisman. I don't give a shit about any of the fights in this fucking thing.
Not only that, apparently they're kind of fighting each other, but it doesn't matter as long as they claim that piece of the orb.
Yes, and in the next one, it's written by Chris Claremont. Constant Champions 2 was written by Chris Claremont and is in some way justifiable because they actually wind up interfering with the minds of the heroes to make battling their opponent the only preoccupation they have, so they don't think about the big picture.
Right.
Because this book is mired in the characters all being like, I can't believe we have to fight! This is bullshit! Like, what can we do to figure...
I have to establish that I don't want to fight you.
Yes, and then we'll fight.
But then we're gonna fight.
Oh, to be like
And
that
I'm not
guy
gonna
like,
hold back.
But I will, because we're all holding back. It's so frustrating to read, because you're like, what the hell? These stupid fights. And the fights are, like, no one is like, don't forget that epic battle between Sabra and She-Hulk, because that thing is amazing. They tear up this ghost town that no one gives a shit about.
that doesn't exist in the world.
Yeah.
Like, there is no Wild West City anymore, I'm sorry.
No, there is.
I mean, like, there's no
destroyed.
city
Actual city? No.
of the
here.
Wild West that is
Yeah.
like that.
It's been completely destroyed.
completely destroyed. Is this battle between Captain Britain and
Arabian
Arabian
Night?
Night like a proxy for British imperialism in the Middle East?
One could take it that way,
Interesting.
but and
No,
I'm sure
you
they
see,
make a
he'd have
comment
to,
about
he'd
it.
have to be Indian, not Arabian.
The British had colonies in the Middle East as well.
The thing that they really the opportunity missed was if we're going to invent characters that are established as like international superheroes and then have them fight our heroes, that's a great opportunity for you to make some socio-political points
And kill those superheroes.
and kill them off. But you could also like Shamrock versus Captain Britain. Yeah, no, duh, never happens. Nor is it ever even touched upon. They don't even think about like, oh,
Really dumb.
this is
No.
a neat idea where we can make it like a microcosm. for
Because
other
we're
things.
superheroes. We would never do that. It's never, hey,
Yeah.
fuck your country and its treatment of my people.
Yeah, no,
Right.
no, they never do that.
Yes. Even though that would be interesting.
Yeah,
Well, that would be cool.
it's true.
That would say something.
Well, because then they could make up afterwards, and you'd be like, oh, if they can get along.
Yes.
Was Wolverine fighting Black Panther?
Yeah.
Yes.
Two cats going at it.
2 cats.
No, he's fighting this bird guy.
That's Peregrine. Le Peregrine.
So made up for this.
What? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Le Peregrine does not return.
Yeah, he's not fighting that. He's fighting.
No,
Oh,
Peregrine is fighting
I
the
see.
angel.
Oh,
Two
he's
flyers.
talking to him here. I guess they're on the same side.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, the flying people have to fight each other. Do the bad guys explain any logic behind why they pick who they pick,
No.
or why they pick the people to fight who they pick to fight?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just here.
Do they put
There you go.
roughly equally powered people up against each other?
Yes.
How come the Hulk isn't here?
Because that fight will be over.
How come anyone's not here? How come Spider-Man's not
Yeah, how come popular characters are not here?
But Spider-Man was taken. He's in the background.
Yes,
right there.
Yeah.
everyone was
They're all
taken.
taken.
There are 6. There are 3 chapters and like 6 characters per chapter,
You know, that's another really good question. Why the fuck was everyone taken?
and then they only used a sampling.
And did they send the rest home at least?
No.
All right, well, you haven't been picked. It's like jury duty. You haven't been picked. You get to go home.
Yeah. No.
Did the fight end prematurely before they could get all the?
No.
No.
No. They just stay there.
Why is that old woman screaming at death?
That is a man.
That's a man?
Oh.
That's the collector.
Oh.
What?
Also, spoiler alert: the
Yeah.
collector does come back.
Yes.
Also, spoiler alert: the collector looks like my grandma.
Eventually.
Oh man, this goes on for 6 chapters.
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
I know. So they all get the pieces, and Grandmaster assembles the globe, and yay.
Oh wait, so one team does win.
Yes.
That's amazing. I just kind of
team?
figured they would have split it up like
Grandmaster's
50-50.
team. I know.
And then one team is like, we have to do a final battle to
Yeah.
steal it away.
No.
They're-
Yeah, you mean like DC Marvel, where it's a tie because
Yeah.
then DC and Marvel don't win.
Right, they
or
don't have to
lose.
make these people tie.
No.
No, but Marvel's like, no, we're definitely going to make one team win.
Yeah.
But it's at least split up so that it's multiple members from different teams.
It's not like Fantastic Four versus X-Men, and it's like, oh shit, the X-Men beat the Fantastic Four. Suck it, Fantastic Four fans.
Yeah.
Right.
Screw
Like,
your books.
even the teams are split up. Like, even the teams that are on other teams are split up.
Are the victors logical? Like, do the teams that have the made up weak characters lose?
No.
invariably?
No,
I
they
see-
try to prove how invaluable they are.
He's going up against Talisman, Daredevil, and
Dark Star.
Yeah, yeah.
You mean
Invisible
a made-up
Person,
character,
yeah.
a member of Alpha Flight, and Daredevil? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Now that said, you got Iron Fist versus Daredevil, which should be an awesome fight. Again, not cool and never seen. Sue Storm versus Dark Star. I guess that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
2 kind of potential flyers / energy projectors. That's kind of cool.
And of course, we have to make the girls fight each other.
Naturally.
It's just like in
because a man can't punch a
Atlantis
girl.
Attacks. How will I defeat all these women without hurting them?
Without-
Fuck you.
How
They're
will I defeat them
superheroes.
while holding back?
Yes, they're superheroes. They can fucking take it.
That's right. In this, at least, they do. Like, Sue doesn't, succumb to her feminine wiles and like pass out or anything. She is a cool character who.
Oh, I believe I have the vapors.
Yeah, she doesn't get the vapors and like become overwhelmed. She doesn't. Nor do either team who have female characters succumb to like, well, oh no, someone's in danger. I have to lose because I'm saving the girl. No, it's just fights.
Sue's team loses.
Sorry, there you go.
Like normal.
Sue plays a key role at the end. She's like, she asks a bunch of questions for no reason at the end. So
How come Reed doesn't ask those questions?
Reed's not on those teams, nor does he fight in any of the battles.
Does he freak out that his wife is taken to fight?
No, not enough page real estate for that.
Right, they can't show him react.
Yeah. So,
Oh, the thing was taken though.
yes, Thing fights.
And Thing gets to the thing.
He does. Thing actually winds up getting a piece of the
Who's
globe.
this guy?
That's Sasquatch.
Oh, Sasquatch. Like the Sasquatch, like the mythical creature that lives in the Pacific Northwest?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he's a member of Alpha Flight, which is a Pacific Northwest team.
I see.
Well, Canadian.
Not only that, but in the beginning, Beast is talking to him, and he's like, "Hey, so you're Sasquatch? Do
Yeah.
they call you Bigfoot for short?"
Yes.
He says that, and Sasquatch is A, really offended, but B, you're supposed to be really intelligent. Bigfoot does not shorten Sasquatch.
No.
They're both
No,
2 syllables.
It's as difficult to say.
He is a chemist. He's not, a linguist.
Is
Also,
Blitzkrieg-
Hank McCoy is an intelligent man.
Is Blitzkrieg made up for this book?
Is Blitzkrieg the German superhero made up for this book?
No.
Yes, he is.
Damn it!
What about Collective Man?
What about Collective
appears
Man?
to be from China?
Yes, Collective Man is a Chinese superhero.
No.
That's so lame. That's got to be made up for this.
It is made up for this.
I suck at this.
Don't worry. Almost all of them are made up.
Yeah, there's a lot of made up ones.
Here's the
You said
thing.
there was like 5.
If
It's
they're
like 10 at
international,
least.
they're probably a made-up character.
Yeah, except for Captain Britain.
And Sabra.
And Sabra.
You tricked us.
I did.
You tricksy habit.
Well, if the name is too easy... Well, no, Captain Britain's too easy.
And Talisman.
And Talisman. Okay, so let's skip to the end.
Skipping to the end, Grandmaster gets the orb.
Right.
Death reveals herself.
Why is the Grandmaster able to bet the entirety of humanity?
Because he stole all our superheroes.
Because he's an elder. He's a member of the cosmic, tapestry.
I see.
Yeah, we must bend to his will and
Yeah.
his mighty forehead.
So, what's her name? May it grow like the mighty oak.
What if the other cosmic figures don't want the Earth to be destroyed?
Most of them
over
don't
that?
give a shit.
Oh.
Plus, one of them is already dead.
And, I don't see them around, do you?
It's true. If they cared, they would show up.
Who are those ones that are supposed to protect the Earth? that I was
Oh,
bitching
the
about
Eternals?
before? Yeah, the Eternals.
Not
What are
in this
they?
book. No, unpopular.
Ah.
So,
Meanwhile, Galactus is like, oh, sure. This guy wants to bet the whole of existence.
Yeah.
Everyone's cool with it. I just want to eat the Earth. Everyone freaks out.
it's true. So, Grandmaster assembles the orb, or the globe, and Death says, "Oh, but I've got you!" Because it requires life force energy in order to resurrect the dead. So Grandmaster gives his life for his brother's life.
Why doesn't he give the life of any of these heroes?
Because they're not elders. They're not like cosmic elders. It has to be one for one. It has to be tit for tat.
Then why the fuck was the contest going on in the first place?
Because Grandmaster didn't know the terms of the deal.
But he made the deal.
Yeah, but Death
Death
altered it.
Altered it.
Pray that she doesn't alter it any further.
Yeah, he says, you have misrepresented the terms of our contest. You have cheated.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm Death. What do you want from me?"
He said, Death never cheats. My rules are my own, and all the universe must obey them.
That's right.
Brutal.
So Grandmaster gives up his life. He is atomized. Fucking Collector comes out and he's like, "Ah, what the hell?
Where's my brother?"
So yeah, he goes, "Where's my brother?" And Death's like, "Well, he fucking died." And he goes, and she's like, "Would you care to enter into a wager for his life?" And he's like, "Okay." So then the two of them go off, presumably for the sequel, which they don't do until 1999.
See, that's just it. If I was a collector, I'd be like, hell no!
Hell no!
dead.
Leave! Yeah, exactly.
Sucks
So-
to be my brother.
That guy's an idiot. I'm gonna go collect some more stuff.
Right? So they leave, and then they don't do another Contest of Champions till 1999, and then they did another Contest of
Wait,
Champions.
1999?
Yes.
This book came out in 82.
Yeah.
And 17 years later, they're like, let's do the sequel.
Well, they go into the
probably time.
future. That's where they go. They go
Yeah.
17 years into the future.
Yeah.
Wait, there's Beast again. He wasn't in these fights. Why is he talking?
Beast. Oh, but Beast and his Beast enters into a contest with the Avengers in the beginning of the book, where Beast is visiting the Avengers, and the Avengers are like, "Well, not being an Avenger has probably made you soft. All of us are really awesome and can kick your ass." And he's
Okay.
like, yeah.
To comment on the art real quick, how come Beast looks like he's pitching a tent?
Well, he's
It's
probably
just a trick of the light.
Yeah. It's just shiny. His drawers are shiny.
It's a really bad
Or,
choice.
good for Beast. Listen, there's a lot of TNA. You saw Shauna the She-Devil.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the Beast. Here it is. We're putting it out on Front Street.
Yeah, they are.
So, the opening of the book is the Avengers, or Beast enters in a wager for them where he's like, "I bet if none of you could touch me in a minute, then you'll buy lunch or something."
Right.
And then they're transported immediately back to where they were, but it was like an hour or something.
So he's like,
So it was technically I won, and they're like, "What?" And so who gives a shit?
yeah, it literally ends. It ends on him saying, it's going to be a long time before I feel like playing games.
Yes, because Beast is also
And-
portrayed as kind of a jokester.
Ah.
That's why he also made that comment earlier, because he's like he is intelligent, but he's also like fun and
It should have ended with all the other characters like laughing.
Yes, yeah. Except the Earth is almost annihilated. Produced by Donald P. Barrelzario. Yeah. No. Contest of
understand
Champions.
in mute agreement instead.
So yeah,
Alright,
Contest of
so-
Champions. There's a new book, by the way, coming out now. It's been coming out since the end of 2015. Contest of Champions is an ongoing series, but that one has the Collector working with the Maestro from Future Imperfect,
Right.
and they are plucking characters from the multiverse and making them fight.
You know what they should do?
Not
Pluck
make
ca-
that book.
Well, not that, but like they should pluck characters that died from Battleworld and Secret Wars.
Yes.
That didn't make it into the new Marvel universe,
Yeah.
and be like, well, we get to play with these
They're basically
now.
playing with that idea. Most of them are like characters that are from displaced time or alternate realities, or they're dead. You know, like they had to have, and they're taking them to different places. You know, their settings are in different alternate realities or different dimensions where stories that you have read before have occurred.
So it's like Mortal Kombat, where you're fighting in different realms and stuff on every map.
Yeah.
Well, and each one has a secret area
Yeah.
to kill.
It's
to
funny
kill a
you should
person.
mention that because there's also a video game called Contest of Champions in which you play out the events of the comic book that's also coming out at the same time. Marvel Superhero Contest of Champions. This book sucks.
Why did we do this book?
Because sometimes you gotta do these. This is establishing. Okay, this book.
Well, it is the first big Marvel crossover.
Yes, and you
I
get to
guess.
see, you get to answer some questions because you always want to know how could Superman beat the Flash in a race? Like why would they ever race? They're friends, that kind of thing. In this, why would Daredevil ever fight Iron Fist? They're friends. They who would win? This book can answer that question for you. And in the future, they do Contest of Champions too. Same fucking thing. Let's see who they fight.
Yeah, it would be more meaningful though if they didn't add a whole bunch of characters that nobody knew about beforehand.
Yeah,
That
and in
linked the
'99 they
fights.
did that.
Right.
'99 they refined it. They fixed it.
They should have brought back all the stupid lame characters that they invented in this book.
That would have been amazing.
Blow everyone's minds.
Yes, and be like, what is old Talisman doing?
Yeah.
How about Shamrock? What's she up to?
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Except it was '99, so they would have been like ridiculous character. Like
That would be
that is
great.
the new designs.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I just read Blitzkrieg's.
Oh yeah.
He's a West German with the ability to generate electricity.
We got to establish West German, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not East German.
No.
To generate electricity and ride lightning bolts.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And also take over France in like 2 weeks or something.
We also have another character named Metallica who produces great electricity and can ride that lightning. We also have another Metallica type character who can control people's wills. He would be called the Master of Puppets.
All right.
There
you're
is
done.
another
That's it.
superhero. He is the end all and be all. We call him One.
Oh. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, Contest of Champions. Pick it up in the description box down below. I did give you a link to buy it, so think about it. And we'll see you guys next week for the 100th episode of Back Issues, where we will be doing Final Crisis.
Woo!
Yeah. It's going to be crazy. I guess. I mean, it'll be like every other episode.
I think I can't wait. I
Yeah.
wanted to know what happens in this friggin' book. For
It's
quite some
true,
time.
and it is a doozy. So, it's Grant Morrison.
Right.
So, stay tuned. We'll see you guys next week.